Sports culture and sporting tradition in Bijeljina date back to 1908, when the first gymnastics club, Obilić, was founded, in which a number of sports disciplines were organized. In 1929, the construction of the Sokolski Dom started and the organization of the first sports clubs followed. Football Club Radnik was founded in 1945, after which the first major sports fields, as well as the Olympic swimming pool in Dvorovi, was built. Owing to the rich sports tradition in our city, the foremost and selfless devotion of the city administration, which recognized the importance of investing in this field, today Bijeljina is a synonym for the sports city. More than 10,000 active athletes gathered in some 150 sports clubs have achieved significant results both at local, regional and international competitions, confirming that Bijeljina is rightfully awarded the name the City of Sports. On this occasion, we are going to mention just some of the clubs that are the most distinguished in their achievements, and that is certainly the Football Club Radnik, which competed in the former Yugoslav Second League 3 times. The club's crowning achievement was in 2016, when after winning the Football Cup of Republic of Srpska in Bosnia and Herzegovina, they played on the European football scene for the first time. Radnik's footballers, who went on the European stage this year, were several times champions of Republic of Srpska and won the Republic of Srpska Cup. In all of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bijeljina and Sarajevo are the only ones who can be proud of having 2 Premier League clubs in football. Notable results have been achieved by the Volleyball Club Radnik, which won the championship and the Cup of Republic of Srpska in the men's competition, an achievement which the women's team of this club can also be proud of. The Basketball Club Radnik won the championship title of Republic of Srpska 3 times, and the highest award were also won by the Handball Club Bijeljina, as well as the Boxing Club and numerous martial arts clubs. In view of the fact that special attention is paid to the involvement of girls in sport activities, the achievement of Women's Football Club Radnik, which won the Bosnia and Herzegovina Football Cup on several occasions, as well as the Football Cup of Republic of Srpska, are therefore not surprising. Considering the fact that playing sport is one of the best ways of preserving the young people's health, as well as responding to the challenges of modern life more rapidly, the highest amount of money in the city budget goes to sport funding. In addition to investing in sports clubs, a large part of the fund goes to construction of sports facilities, and in the last 3 years, 3 sports facilities and several sports fields have been constructed, and several stadiums in the local community have been restored. There is a number of indoor and outdoor sports facilities in Bijeljina, and the most important among them is the city stadium. Built in 1976, this stadium has been renovated several times so far, and this year it has been planned that the stadium infrastructure be sustainably improved with the construction of lighting poles and field reconstruction. The most important user of the stadium is Football Club Radnik, and the auxiliary stadiums located besides the main one are used by several other sports clubs. In the immediate vicinity of the stadium are also 4 tennis courts, as well as the city's shooting range. Within the sports complex of the ethno village Stanisic, football players can use 3 football fields, and within this complex there are also tennis courts. There are about 60 football fields with accompanying elements, some of which have spectators' stands, as well as auxiliary fields in rural areas, and matches organized by the Football Association of Republic of Srpska are played on them. When it comes to outdoor sport facilities, it bears mention that we have outdoor swimming pools in Dvorovi, comprised of an Olympic-sized swimming pool and 3 smaller ones. When it comes to indoor sports facilities, school gymnasiums are the most notable ones, among which the sports gym of Gymnasium Filip Višnjić and elementary school Vuk Karadžić stand most prominently. What is important to note is that in the following period, a city sport hall will be built, which will have the possibility of receiving several thousand visitors, and the construction of which would put Bijeljina on the map of holding important sport events. The hall will primarily serve for playing basketball, handball, and other indoor sports. In addition to sports halls, there are also many privately owned sports facilities such as football, basketball, mini handball, and bowling. Recognizing the importance of popularizing sports, its accessibility, as well as importance of sport achievement and value of top results in sports, the city of Bijeljina directly funds or promotes the following sport events: Athlete of the Year of the City of Bijeljina Award, Bike Race Banja Luka Bijeljina Belgrade, Balkan Volleyball Championship, Horse Riding as part of the Saint Panteleimon Celebration Day, athlete races, as well as number of martial arts and basketball tournaments. An integral part of all major sports events are sport volunteers organized and trained by the sports clubs, and the city administration maintains regular correspondence with cities associations. Volunteers selflessly assist in the major sporting events by providing t-shirts, refreshments, and the like. The city administration provides direct support to volunteer work, and the most important motivation of young people to engage in volunteer work is reflected in receiving 2 prestigious awards for the best volunteer. One of the largest local volunteer services is managed by the Citizens Association for the Promotion of Education of the Romanian People, Otaharin. When it comes to recreation, as the sector that gathers the largest number of citizens, the city's administration has made great efforts in the past to improve the conditions for all. In recent years, several outdoor gyms have been built, and some of the recreational sports fields and trim tracks have been renovated. The city's assistance in promoting health and sport activities is also reflected in the patronage and financing of events in which all age groups of the population can take part in. The city administration recognizes the importance of promoting sports among school-aged children, and the main goal is to make sport available to as many children as possible, primarily due to regular physical activity which positively affects their health. The affirmation of this segment is realized through sports competitions in schools under the coverage of the Youth Olympic Games of Republic of Srpska. There are also events in which preschool and school children compete excessively. The city directly finances mini handball tournaments, school athlete races, and football days. Playing sports and doing physical activities are fundamental rights of all citizens. Special opportunities are also offered to people with disabilities in order to fully develop their psychophysical capacities through sports training and sports programs, at the same time confirm their individuality, human and sports values. In the city of Bijeljina, there are 3 sports clubs for people with disabilities: the volleyball, basketball and shooting club. The city's efforts to improve sport infrastructure and motivate citizens to engage in sports are also part of the goal of the Sustainable Development Strategy, that is, the Agenda 2030, which implementation the city's administration is dedicated to. The city's assembly adopted a program for the development of sports of the city of Bijeljina, which defines the priorities in the following period. Regularly investing in school sports with an aim to motivate as many students as possible to engage in sports, investing into the sport infrastructure. The strategic direction for the development of sports defined by the City of Bijeljina Sports Development Program include the main objectives of the ACEC European Program: exercise enjoyment, a desire for accomplishment, a sense of fellowship, teaching fair play, improving health. By building a highway that is planned in the upcoming period and the exceptionally favorable position of the city of Bijeljina will additionally gain in importance, and the candidacy and the title of the European City of Sports would contribute to networking the cities which have won this title as well. Also, greater accessibility of the European funds for involving as many people as possible in sports and recreational activities. Getting the status of the European City of Sport would also be an additional incentive for the development of health, human and developed local communities, which provide the same opportunities for all its members, regardless of ethnic, religious and other afflictions or physical abilities. The athletes of this city who, besides their desire to achieve, foster a sense of collectiveness, an increased number of citizens who through organized recreational programs are beginning to enjoy their exercises, and young generations who, from school days, are encouraged to actively engage in sport, give hope that the name of our city will be a greater mark on the sports map in the future.